Hello again, this is Boomerhands with another video. Today we have the latest information for upcoming content in Pixel Starships from the latest AMA. These clips from the AMA are the ones I believe that are going to be the most relevant for players, so on to clip 1.
Next question from Gnosis is one of the ones that we see on the Discord quite a lot. Is tournament rework when?
So Kildare's put together a couple of the top suggestions. We've gone over this. I might handle this over to Kildare.
As I think those of you who are on Discord was aware, because a couple of weeks ago, I've put out a question for the player base to provide me the top 3. Like suggestions that they would like to see happen for the tournament. So of the 3 that was provided, 2 of them was more or less approved after a review from the team. So the first one would be to remove the limitation of only being able to attack 1 ship per fleet per day. So now this is the caveat here is that we still need to look into see whether that this is actually feasible, because it depends. I mean, there's probably a reason why we had that to begin with, but I'm a bit not too clear on that at the moment. The other thing is to make division rankings persistent, so that players, fleets just can't drop in and out of divisions, like to abuse like the rewards and stuff like that. So they will become persistent, and basically after every tournament, like people fleets will switch divisions depending on their performance.
The first one mainly affects the Division A fleets. As it stands right now, you are only allowed to attack 1 fleet per day, and with the small pool of fleets in Division A, it is difficult to find quality targets for the more powerful fleets to gain stars. The second thing Kildare mentioned, I didn't quite understand, but from the gist I got is that either the fleet or the player carries around its own war power level, which will affect any fleet they join. This is to prevent fleets from sandbagging in lower divisions that they can easily win.
Next question comes from Cat Carrier. Due to a majority of gear you receive from battle passes being unusable from bad side rolls, a very popular idea on the Discord has been to use previous battle pass items to be able to reskin them, to use an equivalent piece of gear. So if you had, like I said, an HP item that has, a decent roll, whether it's a shield or something like that, to be able to skin it with a battle pass equivalent of that, to be able to use some of those really cool designs that we see in the battle passes.
Yeah, excellently put. This is exactly what I was just talking about. I didn't realize that was going to be asked so quickly. Okay, so originally we were looking at potentially reskinning items to make sure that you could recover and still make use of the art and the cool graphics that everyone liked with some of the items coming out. However, I can now confirm, and we've discussed this, is we won't be doing it that way. We will be introducing an item that re-rolls the secondary stat on a heroic item. So yes, that's going to have a very heavy effect on the market. It's going to have a very effect on the economy. It's also going to make sure that people still have access to these items with different art. It's quite exciting, to be honest with you, and I know a lot of the long-time players will be very excited about this. But so I anticipate now that we've announced that there may be some shuffling on the market to purchase what would be considered bad roll items, but that's definitely coming soon.
This one is huge for veteran and newer players alike. One of the biggest barriers to entry for getting stronger is having really good equipment. Most of the time, the cheapest way to progress is to purchase bad side roll heroic tier gear, and with this statement in the future, we will be able to turn our terrible heroic gear into hopefully something that we want for our crew. This will definitely affect the market. More than likely, it will raise the floor price for bad heroic gear and trim the price for the gear that are in the 10k plus bucks range. This also marks my first correct prediction for my insane 2025 wish list.
Alrighty. Captain Synthetic asks, basically, when is Defense Hangar coming? And as an add-on to that, what are the plans for making a full carrier viable strategy in relation to that?
So the defense hangar is expected to come probably in the next upcoming major update, whenever that is.
The defense hangar is currently in development on the testing server that should be coming out next major patch. It's got a shield drone assisting in shield regen, a missile ECM drone to redirect missiles to it, a laser drone that focuses on dealing damage to smaller craft, the missile turret drone dedicated on dealing damage to higher HP craft, and a repair drone to assist in repair.
Alrighty. So next question comes from No Name 2041. When is Crew Trader coming? They're stating that right now it's impossible to crisp a season pass cruise, unlike other special crews, because that's not available. So yeah, when is Crew Trader coming?
It will be coming in the next update alongside the collection changes, alongside the new rooms, like the defensive hangar, as Vincent mentioned. So, yeah, players can anticipate that in the next major update, unless there's any issues. So we'll see what happens.
We have waited a long time for this one, and it's finally coming out next patch. The rumor is they are going to have multiple ways of acquiring crew with different currency methods outside of Duffs.
We do have a couple of things coming up around the corner. I know our focuses have been on our upcoming IP collaborations. And yes, I did say collaborations. There's some very exciting ones following our next one.
Can we leak it now? I don't know.
If that's up to you. I think we could leak maybe the next one.
I mean, the next one coming up in like 3 weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or what about the one after that?
No, not yet.
No, okay. So we will say now that our next collaboration with the Battle Pass is going to be with Cyanide and Happiness. Now, they're a big content creator on YouTube. They've also started as a webcomic originally, been around for many, many years. So we're working with their team and bringing some content to the game.
Cyanide and Happiness will be the next IP collaboration, and the dev team seem quite excited about it. As long as it's entertaining and not locked behind too many paywalls, I'm absolutely here for it.
Another one is War Games. Now, War Games is what's going to come up ahead of Wormholes. War Games is consider a number of different challenges in the game, ship battle challenges at the moment in our current iteration, where you have to achieve a certain goal. You will then be ranked on that goal and receive rewards on a time basis. As a good example, one of the goals may be do as much damage to this ship with 100,000 HP as possible in 2 minutes, or take as much damage or survive for as long as possible against a ship, and the battle can take up to 10 minutes. Kill as many crew on a ship, kill as many specifically androids on a ship. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff we can do there. Do specific damage types, consider lasers, consider missile damage. There's a lot of design space that we can kind of incorporate into this. And we'll also be able to have those top tables of people being able to compete and place and rank potentially from 50 to 100 players, similar to the tournament ranking system. And again, the rewards will be quite worthwhile as well, not just cosmetics. We'll also try and make those a bit more interesting. They will grow over time, but they will also start to cycle on a frequent basis. So I don't want to take up too much time with that answer. Sorry, I know I went on a bit. But yeah, there's definitely a lot coming to the game outside of just battle season content. We are definitely aware that we need to continue with major updates and getting the game back on path for where we want to see it end up by, especially the end of year.
War Games is definitely something new that we haven't heard of yet. It sounds like an interesting concept as an aside from normal gameplay. I am hoping they do this after they add the ship template for you to save your various layouts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider putting my creator code in the Nexus portal in the screenshot shown. Until next time, have a good one.